Here, I'll try it first. Yeah, you can go ahead and make it.
There's no way I do this correctly.
You got it. I believe. Oh, wait, I'll get you. The extraction genre, besides its forefathers, has disappointed me, and I would imagine many other people, time and time again. Or maybe not even the forefathers are excluded there. But whatever. Despite that, I've kept my eyes on ArcRaiders since its initial announcement with cautious optimism because I have so much faith in Embark as a studio. Because of the finals, I've followed the finals since its original public playtests, and I had a feeling that they just had something special there, and I think I was right. We're chilling, Oh, yeah, okay. You know what? Go blind, fuck you, bye. Now blow up. Yeah, can we blow up? Blow. And I got that same feeling when first seeing ArcRaiders. And I am so glad to say that not just as per my own opinion, but what seems to be the general consensus, that assumption was right.
Hit him once.
Got it, thank you. Alright. Oh, what the fuck?
What did you guys think of my axe play there? You like?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did not expect that.
You scared the shit out of me.
I didn't even see you run.
Obviously, there's a lot of valid criticism being thrown around too, a lot of which I want to delve into later, including the namesake of this video, which I see as both a great and terrible fucking thing depending on how you look at it. So if you're only interested in one aspect of it, it's all labeled and chaptered. If you just go through the description or scroll through the play bar, find whatever you want to watch and skip to it, that's fine, do it, or just fucking click off, I don't care. What I want to talk about first are the criticisms that feel not so valid, that feel like they're thrown out either due to a lack of understanding or simple contrarianism. ArcRaiders is the Toyota Camry of extraction shooters.
You got anyone fucking confident? When I got overconfident, all your rarest finds home, even when they die.
In all seriousness though, I have been having an absolute blast with this game. The world here just feels so good to exist in. The art direction is great. I really like the 90s, 80s retro futuristic look that they're going for. Obviously the graphics are phenomenal, they're fucking gorgeous. So is the audio design, it's amazing.
Yeah, I want to see this.
You what? What am I missing? Holy shit.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh shit! The game also just feels good to handle. There's really not a single massive con that I can pick out. No, that's the lie. There's one. And it's not one thing that you can sadly just tweak in some config file or that they can iron out of the game. It's the community. Now don't get me wrong, I actually think that the community being so friendly is a massive boon to this game and part of the thing that sets it apart, but I think a massive problem is the direction in which we've been headed recently. The first week of this game, especially during launch day, I think I had about as many PvP encounters as I did with griefers and PvE only games like Helldivers. Honestly, this is part of what set the game apart for me and what made it so refreshing is all these little moments of cooperation. But that's actually why I think PvP is so important to have in this game. To me, the fact that the PvP is an option is what makes these moments of cooperation so special, like teaming up with some random stranger to help him reach a loot location. Alright, not bad at all. Alright, fuck it, yeah. I'll help you get there. Oh, good, and you? People just passing by and saying hi before getting on their way. Hey, how's it going?
Alright, good luck, my friend.
You too. Other strangers warning us about aggressive players they ran into.
Watch out! There's a group over by that leaf pit that's aggro, so they'll shoot on sight. So just be careful.
Got it. Thank you. Let's go. Or teaming up with other players to take down enemies that you otherwise aren't equipped to take down at that point, like the Bastions and Rocketeers in the early to mid game.
Oh, hello, gamers.
Hey,
You guys want to try to kill that Bastion? It's about to walk in front
Oh
of
shit,
you.
it's coming up behind you.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh my god, that really unloads on you. Wait, we're teaming up with even larger groups to take down some of the game's colossal enemies like the queens and the matriarchs.
Let's go to that robot. I got a deadline mind for that.
I'm done. You good over there? Fucking dead. Oh shit, okay. I swear to God, some of the fucking clips I have from that can make a movie. Yep, everybody's dead. Okay, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And I think those are missiles I'm hearing. Okay, let's go under. Holy shit, okay, I'm gonna fucking die, no. In all seriousness though, those are some of the most special moments I have had in gaming in years, and the one thing they all share in common is unnecessary cooperation. And I do think the unnecessary part is the secret ingredient here, because no hate to other fully PvE games like Helldivers, that game's fucking great, but I don't think any of this would feel anywhere near as special if cooperation was the only option and anything else was considered against the rules. I don't think I would feel quite as charmed by running into and teaming up with our current president and my favorite Californian governor if we had no other choice.
Arnold?
I see you. We're on the same team. Thank you. It's your favorite president. I'm only deporting the illegals, okay?
Speaking of, those guys were a fucking riot. I wish I would have sent them a friend request, but now they are lost to the sands of time down the list of recent players, so if you're hearing this, Arnie, your brother misses you. Come home. That aside, or rather taking experiences like that into account, is part of the reason why I take such a massive problem with the argument that either PvE or PvP should be entirely removed, which there's a lot of people saying, because I think it wouldn't be quite as special for either of them if the other component was gone. And the problem I take is not just with anybody that holds either opinion, but I do personally take issue with a lot of people that have larger platforms that are using this influence to try to bully the devs into making the changes they want, even if they completely alter the game's identity. Like grown-ass man Dr. Disrespect wah fucking whining at the top of his lungs on stream about how he's sick of fighting robots and wants to fight people in the robot fighting game. Let that sink in.
I don't want to be shooting robots!
And I would normally say that there's no animosity there, but that's a lie. If you're a regular person that has that opinion, I don't care. That's a difference in opinion, dude. I don't think you're a bad person for it. Even if you were one of my friends, I'm not gonna stop fucking talking to you because I disagree with you, right? But I do mean every single little ounce of animosity and disrespect towards that whiny midlife crisis looking teenage touching adultering motherfucking Fortnite skin over there. Just kidding, he couldn't get into that either. That's Rogue Company and they got rid of him too. But hey, that's never gonna reach him. And if it does, hey, you're welcome to send your fucking trolls or come knocking on my door about it, but as a very concerning friend of mine loves saying about the ATF, you better have level 4 plates in that pretty little red fucking plate carrier. Strike me down, Zeus. You don't have the balls. Anyways, apologies to everyone except him for that. I tend to dislike people I find obnoxious and he's a big one, so I just had to spew that and get it out of my system. Anyways, back to the game. The fact of the matter is that I think a lot of these people who are banding together to try to push the game to either have more of a focus on PvP or get rid of the PvE aspect altogether might just want to play another game. The fact of the matter is that people like this that go into a game and then immediately ask for massive overhauls that completely overlook what the game was originally built around, what the entire premise of the game is, what its namesake is, maybe you just shouldn't be playing it in the first place. I think if you have to try really hard to fit the game into the box or mold of the game you want to be playing, maybe you should just look for a better fit. Now that being said, I still think PvP is really important, and I think the people that are arguing to get rid of it are also wrong. I'm not the biggest PvP-centric player, nor am I the most skilled player in it or in the game at all, any part of it. And I'll be the first to admit that. The fact of the matter is that besides the PvP still having the ability to be a lot of fun, I'm not going to get into that because that's subjective at the end of the day. I think the ability for that PvP makes that cooperation that used to be so commonplace in the game that much more special. There's something that makes that cooperation feel that much more earned and rewarding if you actually have to take a risk for it than if it's the only possibility that the game gives you. If you actually have to go out on a whim, trusting someone, risking getting shot and losing all your loot to earn that extra teammate that might have your back later on. Now, that clip that I showed you at the start was with another random that I met on the way to a field depot, escorted him there, and then we wound up just teaming up. And after that happened, we sent each other a friend request, played for a little bit, and wound up linking back up next week, and the day after, and a couple days after, and we're just consistent fucking friends now, and it all happened because of some stupid moment in a video game. And I think that's something really special that few other moments manage to achieve. But I think that value is a little diminished if you remove that PvP component of it, because then you don't have that sort of almost social engineering aspect to it that you may have in situations in other games, like let's say DayZ, for example, where you have everything on the line and trying to team up with someone can either make or break that entire run for you. Well, maybe not run in the context of DayZ, but you get what I'm trying to say, I hope. If not, then shit, okay, never mind. Now, that's what I really wanted to talk about, is the whole thing with PvE, PvP, and how I think that even though PvP is an essential component of the game and it wouldn't be half as good without it, it's also slowly killing the game. It's a weird mix, I don't know, it's a strange balancing act. Point being is, it is happening, and in my opinion, it is a problem, but removing either aspect of the game, PvE or PvP, would be an equally large problem. I think the only real way, sadly, to get the game back to what I, and not everybody, but many others have considered to be its prime in this aspect, is for people to kind of just choose to go back to it. And honestly, that en masse, large-scale cooperative action is difficult to achieve even when everybody's on the same page about something. And this is still a debated issue. Not everyone is on the same page about what they want, what the solution should be. I've heard a lot of solutions to this problem, the whole PvE problem. Some of them being complete dog shit in my opinion, like removing either PvE or PvP, depending on which side of the argument you're on, all the way to other solutions that seem a little better at face value but fall apart when you think about them, like filtering players into different lobbies based on aggression ratings, a la skill-based matchmaking, but if you were gauging it off of the GTA Online insanity level. This, for instance, doesn't seem so bad up until you start trying to decipher how exactly it would work, and then it falls apart. You can't go off of the first bullet hit in a gunfight because the aggressor could have simply missed their first shot and then the one defending themselves got in the first shot. You can't go off of kills because of the very same thing. Maybe the person defending themselves simply came out on top in the gunfight, and then they get punished for it by being filtered into lobbies with more aggressive players. You can't say shooting at or in the vicinity of players either, because then that would punish players unjustly with a ton of false flags. So on and so forth. Point in case is I've seen a lot of solutions like this, which at face value don't seem bad, and therefore a lot of people subscribe to the ideas, but don't really take the time to think about it. And once you do think about it, it just falls flat. For that very same reason, I'd actually like to ask you, yes, you, to go ahead and if you have any thoughts you want to voice on this, whether it be a similar experience or a thought for a solution or whatever have you, to go ahead and leave it in the comments. I swear to you, this is an engagement baiting. These videos do not do well enough for me to be trying to maximize my performance in the algorithm. Fuck all that. I like seeing what other people have to say about these things. And who knows, maybe you are the exception and you'll leave a comment that is the actual gold mine of an answer, and we get the 1 in a million lottery chance of Embark seeing it and picking it up. But more realistically, it just serves to voice how you feel about it to other people who might or might not be like-minded, and just put it out there. So if it's not clear enough by now, allow me to make it abundantly clear and say it explicitly, is that despite all its flaws, despite any valid criticism that you could give it, this video is above all else supposed to be a love letter to this game and the community that it has, and especially the community that it once had and that I hope that we can get back to. Anyways, that's about all I have to say for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I sincerely appreciate anyone that took the time of day to even read through the fucking title and maybe click on the video, even whether you watch the whole way through, skimmed to here, clicked off right away, and you're not hearing this then, so I don't know why I'm saying it. Thank you. I make these things to share with people, so it makes my day when anyone decides to even try it out. What I do want to say now is not in regards to the content of the video actually, but in regards to the channel. So if you were only interested in what I had to say about ArcRaiders, feel free to click off. Thank you for being here. I have sat on 7 different drafts of this video for 2 months now. And I did the very same thing for the previous video I uploaded, which was Hollow Knight, which I put a month's work into here and there. And it did abominable in the terms of the analytics, but who cares about that? And the scrap project in between as well for Battlefield 6 full release. It has been miserable. I don't want to continue doing that with videos. I kind of got that mentality where I got very perfectionist about it, starting on that Hollow Knight video. And I very quickly came to realize I'm not built for that. I'm just not good at those videos. I'm not good at the well thought out, well structured video essay, fucking whatever. I have a script for a larger video that I was planning to make on Shadow of the Colossus, which I tried for the first time earlier this year, and have agreed, as with pretty much everyone else that's played it, that it is one of the most significant games I've ever played in my life. And I've been working on a script for it since May. Since fucking May. And it's never gonna come out. I'm not making it. I've just decided I'm not making it. So, to anyone here that's a regular, thank you very much for sticking around, and I'm sorry that the uploads has been as sporadic as they have. It's something I've been tangling with for a while between work, college, and just personal stuff. And honestly, that's not going to be the case anymore. I'm not going to promise weekly uploads, bi-weekly uploads, but you're probably going to get at least once a month, because I have decided I'm so fucking through and over just mulling over every little detail of these videos and stressing over it because I want it to be perfect. At least perfectly aligned with what I had in mind for it. No. Fuck that. So, yeah, I hope I'll see you again, whenever the next video is, hopefully soon. I do think I'm gonna get something out soon. And I'll see you again when I either turn into an ArcRaiders YouTuber because I'm fucking obsessed with this game, or when I make a VR video, finally, after the 3rd attempt. Anyways, that's about it. See ya. God damn it, I hit them with the fucking moist critical. Do me a favor?
Yeah.
Okay, you did it. I fucking see the sun approaching behind me.
I can't see.
The moves? The fucking moves, come on.
The schmoves? He's schmoving?
Oh, that's a- No, I know you can ledge grab, but I didn't think it canceled fall damage.
Oh no, it does, yeah. Here, watch. I'm gonna do it. Probably mess it up.